Hey baby, this is the king. I'm just sitting here with your friend watching a little TV. Bullseye. We're kind of busy, so why don't you leave a message and maybe later on we'll go pick out a Cadillac.
The game that got me into the hobby was Settlers of Catan. I gamed a lot when I was a kid, role playing and, board games. And then I didn't do a lot of stuff through my teenage years and early adulthood. And then Settlers, it sucked me back in. And then from there, that just opened up the world. I used to go to Fan Expo down in Toronto here every year. And one year I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a booth. And I'm into games right now. And you know what? I'm just going to start making some games for it. And so I started. And the first year was a total disaster. My first one and I went on to self-publish this, and no, you cannot get a copy because it's a hot mess, was Potions Level 1. It was, it was fantastic art and all these cool ideas in my head, but now when I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, it's a roll and move disaster, I think I would have to say the biggest thing I've learned in the past 4 years is the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people. And whether that is communities for playtesting, whether it's a good core group of friends that are willing to try your stuff out and give you honest feedback. And then, I've even gotten into co-designing games and, just finding the right person or people to mesh with really, really changes everything. I've tried working with different people in the past and it hasn't worked out. And then I found the right person and it's fantastic. We'll talk over the phone during the day. Just the minute we come up with an idea, it's just back and forth thinking of different things. And then we can design most of the game just through talking to each other and then hammer out prototypes. And then, we both bring different skill sets to the table, which is really nice. So it's not one person being overwhelmed with the entire process, So my first exciting game that I'm co-designing with my friend Daryl Andrews is The Walled City. And that's a game that originally started out as Londonderry, and we've expanded it to include multiple cities. And it's being published by Mercury Games. So it's going to be coming out sometime between Gen Con and Essen later in the fall. And right now, we have literally just sent the files to the printers, and we're proofing the rules right now. And it is the most exciting process. And just seeing that, seeing your idea actually be fleshed out by such an exciting, talented artist, Joshua Capel, who's done a number of games. It's just, there's no words for how awesome that is. For me though, a lot of the things that I like to start with are themes. I'm heavy on themes. So I find that one game that we're working on is called Super 8. It's a game about, kids making Super 8 movies. And I'm trying to evoke that feeling I had of being young and being in a small town and summertime and stuff like that. So that's kind of where that game is coming from, the feeling. Really, one person that inspires me a lot is a guy named Yves Torigny from Ottawa. He's a friend of mine, and we're part of the same gaming group, the Game Artisans of Canada. But the reason he inspires me so much is because I have access to all of his designs, everything he thinks up, everything he's working on. And I've never seen anyone that is so passionate about creating stuff and just so supportive of everyone around him. The quantity of things that guy can produce is and the quality and just, wow, he's a true inspiration for me. So Game Artisans of Canada, I heard about them a number of years ago. And it was right around the same time I was trying to start up the design nights at Snakes. And what happens is there's different levels to membership. There's a full artisan status. And each artisan then has a journeyman below them and sort of guides them through the process of becoming one of the members. And the best thing about it is it's like finding the best group of friends and being able to just share all of your game design secrets with in full confidence and just have the most amazing feedback. I've never got better support and feedback than I do whenever I sit down with another game artisan to play a game. I'm realizing that this sort of idea of massive games, those Euro or even Ameritrash, games that have a lot of components, big, epic, games. I think that there's maybe going to be a trend away from massive games, because the reality is with things like Kickstarter coming out and like people just, the influx of thousands of board games means the reality of getting a game published, publishers are not, so willing to take these risks on big games anymore. So I think people are trying to design games that are a bit more compact. Confidence is one thing. Don't be shy. Just talk to people, because you'd be surprised at how much information other people have and how much they can help you out. If you can go to, there's a lot of game events, it seems like, in every city now, where people get together to design games, like monthly nights or even small groups, and just go to them. Like, even if you're scared, it doesn't matter. Bring what you've got and just talk. You can learn so much from what other people are doing, good and bad, the mistakes they have, and just getting feedback from as many people as possible.